Okay. Sungit. Sawa. Babako.
Babako.
Yeka polka. Yeka.
So now we coming from home. We normally get public transport here. This is the one that is going to take us to town. Okay. And then from town, it's more like a 15 minutes walk to school. Yes. So we've been at Montamba location for a good number of years now. So, you know, that's basically what he eats, what he sleeps, what he thinks, what he breathes is rugby. And the younger brother obviously takes copies from him. So I've always been saying to him that you need to set an example for your brother so that whatever it is that you do is always positive and it's the correct one, so that he copies and emulates you in terms of what you want to achieve in life. And I've always been stressing the importance of balancing both education and rugby, because you can't focus on rugby only and then forget about school.
There are a lot of things that make a good Dalian. Firstly, when you are a Dalian, everyone in the community looks to you because you are carrying the school's name. So in order to be a good Dalian, not only in sports and academics, also outside of school, you should, for instance, a simple one, where you wear your uniform, when you walk in town, you should be neat. You should always help elders, always be there for someone in need. Don't shy away from things that you think are not you are not gonna able to do them, because as a Dalian you have to represent your community, represent your school. So when you do something special for your school, the people will say it's a Dale boy who did this. So I carry my school's name, and I think what makes a good Dalian is just being a good human and providing for people who are around you.
Firstly, like, the main priority would probably be for me is to fix a swimming pool, and then sort of like build a sense of pride in the boys and taking care of our school grounds, because you have like a very, very beautiful school, and I feel like the way we take care of it sort of takes away from that beauty. So if we took care of it better, then I feel like a lot more people will be drawn to our school. And thirdly, I'd like invest in better education for the school and like bring more qualified people to give off the best education as possible.
I forgot about that one. I forgot about the swimming pool. Because when we arrived, it was already gone.
Yeah.
We can have positive leadership structures without having to have a hierarchy that's toxic. So I think that's one thing that's championed that should be stopped. We're having a hierarchy thinking that seniors are better than juniors, or teachers are better than learners, or people from certain classes within the community that we are living in at school are better than others. I think having a hierarchy should be abolished as a whole, and finding positive measures and positive ways of building each other or leading each other on a peer level, but also respect overall from peer to peer, respect from teacher to teacher, peer to teacher, and just respect overall and understanding each other and our differences.
I feel like they're fine in primary school. And then all of a sudden when they get long pants. It's a long pants. It's a long pants. Like I'm the man, and they want to live up, because already I feel like that's a whole school filled with men that want to live up to society standards. So you move from being babied to all of a sudden being a man in a snap of a finger, and then all of a sudden you want to adapt. You have to adapt to the systems that are put into place. Because I mean, the teachers can like encourage them to express themselves and encourage them to be good men, but they're still trying to maneuver their way into society and having a place where they belong and trying to adapt. So I feel like, which is why they change when they get to high school.
And the peers that surround them. The adults can do everything they can, but like it all starts with you and the people around you.
We kind of blend in too much, and I feel like authenticity would just bring that kind of that newness into the school, where we just be our own authentic selves, you know, in whatever we're doing, you know, in the way we talk, in the way we treat others, in the way we, you know, speak.
A good role model should be able to encourage you and guide you through life, and they should be able to help you academically, on the sports field, in your personal life, anywhere, and they should be able to relate to you. A good role model should be kind to you and tell you the rights and the wrongs.
There isn't too much heroes with that where these boys can emulate, because the scourge of crime, the scourge of alcohol, the scourge of drugs have destroyed any possibility of anybody becoming a positive role model. So it's up to an individual parent to instill that principle, irrespective of the circumstances that you find yourself in. Be there for your kids.
Some of the teenagers say that their parents let them drink, do drug use, take the cars, drive while drunk. But if you grow up, be good parents and not let them do every kind of thing that's wrong, I think the future will be brighter than this.
But I think being unable to unlearn affects generally everyone's well-being, because I'd say it comes with a little bit of stubbornness and arrogance of not wanting to leave behind things that are deemed to be now wrong, and wanting to learn new ways and better ways of dealing with situations and people.
I think for us to progress as a school and to build a brotherly bond is to let go of that tradition of treating the grade 8s differently, because they will feel like they are not liked here. And most of the reasons why grade 8s leave Dale is because they don't feel cared about or wanted here at Dale. So I think that's one culture that we should let go in the progress of the school.
We see young boys coming in and we see a lot of bullying taking place, and I feel like if we just listen to them, I feel like that would kind of stimulate that brotherhood.
You see like someone who hurts you and you can't think of them as a victim too, and you don't want to help them because they're hurting you.
Yeah, I get you. Because it's a matter of you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt someone else.
Yes. Hurt people hurt people.
I wouldn't say I know exactly where the school is heading. However, I think I'm glad to be a part of the history books. I think being at Dale College in this time is really, really something anyone. I think we would think that early on, like 2011, the 150th year was a big year, but I think as someone who is, if you were in my shoes, you would realize that these are high times and high stakes to be a Dalian, and it's a beautiful time to see the change, to be a part of the change, and actively, try to find ways of spearheading different campaigns and different ways of ensuring that you are personally gaining, but the school at large is gaining.
We're not as privileged as
as like other kids from different major schools than ours, but we see the importance of having each other, the importance of being there for each other, for us to be the people who we want to become. Yeah.
So that becomes incredibly important for the Dalians, the former Dalians, to keep coming back, to remind these boys what a Dalian is, who a Dalian is, and what a Dalian is all about. Let them not go away and disappear. Let them come. Have an imbizo with these boys. Let's have an imbizo so that we instill. We keep them in track, because you remember, when one of these boys mess around in King Williamstown, the first thing is going to say, a Dalian boy has been arrested for ABCD, a Dalian boy. Now, you don't want to bring that name in the mud. So we should always come back, the former Dalians, I plead with them, come back and remind these boys what a Dalian is all about.
Hallelujah.